Marriage would be better if it had like like a 10-year contract.
I think 10 years too long.
10 years is a pretty long time. imagine doing 10 years in prison. But I think like it needs to come with like a renewal date. You know how people renew their vows. People should be able to renew their marriage certificates and just be like, you
Yeah.
know what, I don't want to. Um, I choose not to renew it. I think, and that's okay. Like we should be able to be like, you know what, this was good, but it's not serving any purpose. So let's just separate. And also, when people get married, I always thought it was so weird. Like Coco said, combining your debt is weird. I didn't do that. I didn't take out that. I didn't go get a. Your debt is weird. I didn't do that. I didn't take out that. I didn't go get a Hellcat with a $800 payment. That was him. That wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get evicted from 3 apartments. That's crazy. To combine debt and then combine assets, I don't agree with that, unless of course he's a millionaire. Then yes, let's combine all that. Unless of course he's a millionaire. Then yes, let's combine all that. Then yes, let's go
Unless
ahead and
he paid
combine.
off of that is crazy.
Hey lady, yeah,
No.
let's go ahead and combine that debt, baby. But yeah, coupled versus being single is a grass green on the other side. I've been coupled for many, many, many years, and I there's a reason why I decided to just like not go back to that. Like it's just not. It is being single, in my opinion, is extremely peaceful. It has been so peaceful. Like you could just when someone gets on your nerves, it's like okay, well I'm gonna go home. Bye. I'll talk to you when I'm not feeling the type of way or when you're not feeling the type of way.
I think it's also another part of it because, like,
Yes.
because some people are single and they still date or whatever. I think when it comes to that, it's the variety. Like, being stuck with one person into his routine, his mundane routine. It's like, that's what I say. A lot of these relationships would be fucking beautiful if they didn't last so long.
Yeah. Also, I don't think that human beings are like a monogamous people creatures. I think that that's something that males made up.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it's
They make it
definitely
up for us, though, not for themselves.
worse.
Hey, yes or no? Um, and I think the reason why I think the conversation is important because it's like it's not like, oh, which one do you choose? Like, being single is heavily demonized, heavily, like it's like you're not supposed to be single. Like if you're in a relationship, it's like people are like, oh, couple goals. People be projecting shit onto your relationship, but like being single is like supposed to be like this big no no, and I think that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a super weird thing because like they say like they're constantly pushing like motherhood on to all women, but as we know, not all women should be mothers, not all men should be fathers. So why would you push being coupled with another person? What if what if that person is an extremely toxic person? What if that person is just has a lot of negative traits, and you're forcing that person to say like you need to go be coupled with another person to put all of that darkness on them? I don't think so.
I also want to say that for me, I think co-parenting and being in a relationship should not be together. Like I think they should be two separate things, to be honest. Because just somebody could be a decent partner don't mean they're a good parent, and just because somebody a decent parent don't mean they're a good partner.
Hmm.
It's like you supposed to get with a partner. They supposed to do it all. They supposed to be a good parent. They supposed to be a good partner. They supposed to know what you need. They supposed to like it's y'all be doing too much with these partners. Ain't no motherfucking way. Like all other shit we diversify and then like, oh, your partner supposed to do it all. You supposed to be enmeshed and your identities are intertwined. Hell no. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, when they say like yeah, when you become married, you become one, two souls intertwining. Like no,
All that means is that women give up your identity and follow that man around.
And men don't have to give up their identity. Men never have to give up anything. Like they get to be all of the things. But when I always say, when you become a mother, that's it. That's your entire identity. You're no longer a daughter, autonomous being. You're no longer anything but a mother. You're not even considered a wife. You're just a mother at one point, at some point.
Yes, it does give you identity. And when it comes to relationships, one of the telltale signs, because one thing I think the misconception, even when we had these conversations with like stuff like submission, is that the person has to say it. No, they don't have to say it. It's just the way that you end up falling into these roles or whatever. But like the fact that women go change their fucking name, like I wonder if how many women are actually sitting there thinking about, well, why are you going to this place? How many women are actually sitting there thinking about, well, why are you going to this place to change your name, to change on your documents, and he at home chilling? Like, why do we think that is? And the difficulties that come with that, like when you want to get a divorce, at home chilling, like. Why do we think that is? And the difficulties that come with that, like when you want to get a divorce, when you want to like, when you have to change your name, like it causes big issues for people. It just don't make sense to me. But what's up, Liz?
Hey,
Hi.
so I was just thinking, like, can we reframe you ladies sound single? Like, when men are like, you ladies sound single. Like, I want to start saying, like, you ladies sound single. Like, it's a compliment. Because it is. Because fuck yeah, we are.
So
Hell
what makes
yeah.
a woman sound single? That's my
I don't
question.
know, but it's a good thing.
It is, you know what, Liz? Because they got singles night, they got singles cruise, they got singles retreats. They
Yeah,
don't, yeah, yeah.
yeah. um, so yeah, so you ladies sound single, and that is a compliment. Yeah,
Never
it's
say
just,
you ladies sound married is not a compliment. But go ahead, Liz.
yeah, it's not a compliment, no. Um, yeah, that's an insult. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think that when we're not in relationships, oftentimes, at least like for women, the experience is like when we're not in relationships, we maybe yearn for that, but I don't know that it's actually wanting that or just wanting to conform to what you see your friends are doing, what you see like what society wants you to do, what you see like what images the media is kind of throwing at you in terms of like what adults are supposed to do at a certain age. Like, um, and then because the reality of being in that relationship, especially if you're in a relationship with a man, is just problems, is always going to be problems. I mean, not always, but most of the time, the comfortable majority of the time, the comfortable majority of the time. And so like, I think at least for me, it's sort of been like this push pull of where I'm like single and I'm like, ooh, but like I feel weird about it. And then I get into a relationship thinking that somebody's going to be decent. And then it's not good because, it's a man. So of course it's not good. And then I get out of that and it's like, oh, thank goodness I'm out of that. But then it like the cycle kind of continues and I'm trying my damnedest to just not get back into that cycle at this point. But like, but yeah, I think we idealize it when we're not in
What would
it.
you say to somebody who say you only think that because it didn't work out for you?
It doesn't work out for a lot of women. For like there's countless women who have the same story as I do, and I would say fewer women who have like a happily ever after. My husband's so great, he never changed. He stayed great forever story. Like that's very rare. My experience is not rare.
Yeah, I think that's interesting because, like I said before, when you with your partner, like, there's a lot of like a praise you're supposed to give your partner. But I think it's interesting when we start talking about exes. The same partner, when they become an ex, is like all the negative things came out, and then it's fine at that point. And it's like, no, those negative things you're talking about as your ex was the same problems you had when that was your partner, you just overlooked them because you was in a relationship.
Right. Yeah. Um, yeah. I also can't when like you break up with someone and then your friends are like, "Oh, thank God he was the worst." It's like, why didn't you say that when I was with it? Like, I was just with him yesterday. Just say that when I'm with him, because I could have gotten out of this quicker.
I think a lot of times that is because like you talk bad about somebody's partner and sometimes it don't go too well. Like people
True.
will ditch their friends for their partner.
That's true. That's true. But like, I don't know. I just never really felt like I was somebody who would do that. And it's like, if you saw something I didn't see and you didn't say anything, yeah,
I love pointing out the flaws in people. Like I love doing it.
yeah,
As toxic as may be, I love doing it. And but also know that like a lot of people don't want you talking bad about their partner. Is they can say something bad, but you can't.
right. That's true.
Yeah, you whoever that person is, you gotta give them a little grace.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like, but yeah, it just is
So you
like,
gotta be
you were thinking
honest.
about
Like
that?
if they had pointed that out at a certain, they had pointed that out at a certain point in your relationship, you'd have been like, you may not have said they was hating, but you probably been giving them the side eye.
I mean, possibly, but like, yeah, I just like if there was something they saw that I didn't see, and it's like you like withheld that information from me. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. There's definitely two sides to it.
You're not talking about their opinion. You're talking about them just withhold information.
Well, no, their opinion, but like, or possibly information. But yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying I
Hmm.
understand too at the same
Hmm.
time. I
Yeah,
don't know. Because then there's a label when you talk badly about another person's partner. Like, oh, you
that's
just
true.
because you don't have you not with such and such, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I had to distance myself from a friend of mine because I could not stand and like okay, the final straw was on Thanksgiving this past year. They were over and he said that I didn't he was like you obviously don't love your daughter. The reason why he said that was because he for some reason brought up affirmative action and I said that I was like pro affirmative action. And he was like, "Well, you have a white daughter. You obviously don't love her." I was like, "You need to get the fuck out of my house." Yeah. And I was like, "I can't with that guy. Sorry. I get he's your guy, but he's not mine and I don't have to deal with him."
That's a weird thing to say to somebody.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
You can't be letting everybody in your house, Liz.
I well, it was a really good friend of mine for like 10 years, her boyfriend, so I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I kicked him out after he said that, but yeah.
10-year boyfriend is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know if I sound like a hypocrite because I'm like fuck marriage, but I'm like a boyfriend for 10 years as well. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna be together that long, shit, you might as well get some benefits. That's crazy.
That's the thing is like
Like if you're gonna be together that long, shit, you might as well get some benefits. That's crazy.
that's the thing is like there's so many couples, especially now, are doing that whole 14 years of just being boyfriend and girlfriend thing, and that's pretty wild.
No, we're gonna be together that long. I need some type of because I'm not technically divorced, right?
Mm.
Because there's still benefits. Like we got a child together, so if something happens to you, I need to be able to get your social security or something. I don't know, but um
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about the forever fiance enough or the shut up ring.
Mm.
yeah, I feel like if it's gonna be an engagement, it needs to be a time limit. Hold up. It need to be like a time limit. Like being engaged after like 18 months, you're not really engaged. You was playing. Is 18 months too long?
Hell
But
yeah, that's
18
a year and a half.
No,
that's not too long though, because wedding venues like they stay booked for a long time. It could be like a
18 months is
logistical
not
issue.
enough.
Hold up, G.
18
Hold up,
months is
G.
not enough.
G. Hold up. You ain't get to introduce yet. I'm saying like I get it, but is the venue still booked? Does people still booking up all the venues now?
I
What do you
think
mean?
people can book a venue like 3, 4, 5 years in advance.
Oh
But
yeah.
I think that 18 months in advance.
Oh
But
yeah.
I think that 18 months. I don't know. 18 months. That's a year and a half.
If you haven't set a date by 18 months, then absolutely. Like if you haven't like done
True.
any planning, or but if you did and you're just like waiting for the venue and all those, like the planning issues are what's holding you back, then no.
Wait, is this 18 months after you get engaged or 18 months being with somebody before you get engaged? Because 18 months is not enough time.
18
Let's
months
just
after you get engaged.
18 months
I
to
don't
get
think that's
married
involved.
after you've been engaged.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant being together for 18 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't listen. You just come up here to run your stupid mouth.
Wait, neither. So to answer the question, no. I'll say give it about 2.5 years should be the limit.
No, G,
Uh
you don't even know what we talking about. What you think about the punk?
Listen, huh?
No, G,
uh
you don't even know what we talking about. What you think about the punk?
Listen, huh? No, 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 no. I know couples who've been engaged
No,
for
that's
3 years,
fine. That's
three,
fine. What do
four,
you
and
think?
5 years,
Hold
but they
up.
still get done now. I know couples who've been engaged
No,
for
that's
3 years,
fine. That's
three,
fine. What do
four,
you
and
think?
5 years,
Hold
but they
up.
still get married.
G, we get it. What do you think about the prompt?
What couple versus being single is the grass greener on the other side? Being single is never the answer, ever.
Why do you think men
And
and women typically have different answers to this question?
huh?
Why do you think men and women typically have different answers to this question?
The women who don't agree with me have a specific ideology. They are chronically single. Nobody's checking for them as a collective. They
Chronically
don't even.
single is crazy.
They don't even. They're not even putting themselves out there, right? They're not putting themselves in position to be with the man that they want. And it is crazy to me to actually believe that any woman is okay being single for the rest of their life. And let me just say this real quick,
But
though.
G, you didn't
Y'all,
answer the
no,
question
no, no, no,
though.
no, 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 no. Let me finish. You guys say you are single, but you're still having sex with men. It don't work like that. To me, if you are single, you are abstinent, you are celibate, and to the fact,
You see how
right?
you just
Let
said
me just,
that? You
no, no,
said
no, no.
to
Let me say this
you.
Hold on,
right quick. When
wait.
you are
G,
happy,
there's a lot of women in our
let me
group.
finish.
Well, let me just say
When,
this. Hold on
no, no,
now.
no,
Just
no, no, no.
wait.
When,
There's a
let me
lot
say
of
this. When you are
no. I want to
happy,
say no,
when you
no,
are happy
no.
being
There's a lot of women that come to these lives every single day that have gone that are celibate, not abstinent, just straight celibate.
okay, how they look. I want to know how they look. Sorry,
They
that's
look,
the superficial
they,
part of it. Okay, how they look. I want to know how they look. Sorry,
they
that's the
look.
superficial part of me. How do they look?
Dang,
That's
you
what I
you
want
just
to know.
looking for something to say
That is.
about something. Hold up.
Yeah, how do they look?
You don't see conventionally attractive women choosing to be single. I don't
Yes, you
care what
do.
anybody says. No,
Yes, you do.
no. Conventionally attractive women want a man if they're straight, right?
So
They're not gonna
that's a weird
they
thing to say
they
from an
because they know all the
unconventionally
benefits they're
attractive
gonna get.
man.
A conventional attractive woman, they know all the benefits they're gonna get from men and women, right? So why would they choose to be single, right? A woman who's a 10 out of a 10 is not going to be single. Name one.
You do know it's easier for women to get in relationships than it is men, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, do you understand how that's going to be biased on your part? Because you're coming from a scarcity mindset.
Yeah, but it's a certain caliber of man that a lot of women want. They just can't get it, right? Just
How
like
is
women
that?
can
How?
have.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a bunch of like stipulations to what you're saying. Like you say one thing and we respond like with this, but hear about this. Like, do you
I
consider
just said
yourself
that.
to be hold up? Do you consider yourself to be one of those caliber of a man that you referring to?
Yes.
Of course he does. Do you think
Now,
that
no, no,
women?
no, no, no.
Anyway.
Let me say this.
Wait, hold
I'm
on,
not.
G. Let me
Let
ask you
me
a
say this.
question.
No, no,
Let me
no,
ask
no.
you a
I'm
Gee,
not saying
question.
calm down.
I'm not saying I'm a good man, right?
Why do
I
you
let
always
other
come
people
up on
decide that.
10?
I let other people decide if I'm a good man. I will never say I'm a good man because I do not believe most men are good.
We're
Very,
telling
very.
you you're not. Hold up. We're directly telling you you're not.
I don't care what TikTok says. I
Okay,
don't
wait.
care. I
Hold
don't care
on.
what you
Wait,
guys
wait,
say.
wait, wait, wait. Gee, you just said that you believe that most men are not good.
Correct.
But then you also say that you don't believe that most women would choose to be single.
Correct.
So how is it that you believe that most men are not good and most women are choosing to be single? Do you think that most women are choosing to be single because they believe just like you believe that most men are not good?
Well, they're not good either. The women are almost just as bad, I
So
think.
most women are not good and most men are not good.
That is correct.
Okay, so then everybody should stay single.
No, here's the thing. That is correct.
Okay, so then everybody should stay single.
No, here's the thing. Listen,
You
a
think
back,
I'm living a
listen,
paradox?
listen,
Telling
listen,
you.
listen. A man let me just rephrase it like this. If you think a man is not good, having a woman in his life can make him a better man. Period.
Okay.
Period.
That's
We're
not
still
our
And
talking
vice
job.
about
versa.
how is that
And vice
helping
versa.
women? Because I started off the conversation saying, why do you think men and women have a different response to that? Now you're talking about it makes the man better. Yes, because there's labor that the woman is doing to make
It
that
makes the
man
woman
better.
better too. What are you talking about? Happy
How?
women in marriages are happier
So two
chronically.
toxic people getting together are gonna make them untoxic?
Not always.
Not
Just
ever.
just traditionally speaking, right? Men and women are supposed to be together, not apart. Period. I don't care what anybody says. Especially if
See
you feel
how like
intimate
it's
with somebody.
interesting because you fighting y'all be fighting for your lives like y'all you're telling women essentially like they should want to be in a relationship, we belong together, and there's a bunch of women saying we don't, and you don't understand how being single might be attractive towards women.
Okay,
I
well
get it, you're desperate.
turn your libido off then. That's
Single might be attractive towards women.
okay.
I
Well,
get it, you're desperate.
turn your libido off then. That's the problem. Like you, sometimes you guys don't care about a man's character.
No, no, no,
If he
no,
got
no,
a
no. That's where you
job,
got it messed
but
up. That's where you got messed
let
up.
me finish.
No,
Let me finish.
hold up, G, hold up, because you don't get to define it. A woman
But,
up. That's what you got messed
let
up.
me finish.
No,
Let me finish.
hold up, G, hold up, because you don't get to define it. A woman can say. So, are you telling me a man who sleeps around is in a relationship?
Wait, say that again.
A man who sleeps around, can he also be single?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't think a woman can be?
If she's sleeping around, no. No, absolutely
That's what I'm saying. You're
different.
biased as fuck.
Yeah.
No, it's just different for women. Here's the thing, right?
Okay, no, no, no. Tell us what's different.
Here's the thing, right? Let's say a
No,
woman.
tell us what's different.
Let me just say
Well,
this.
say it
Are you gonna
after
tell us the
G.
difference?
I'm,
Because you
I'm,
said a bunch of
Let
bullshit.
me just say the difference is when it comes to sex, men and women are wired differently, right? A woman knows. Let's say she says, "Oh, I've only been with 3 men in my life." We know that number could be 300 or 3,000. Even she
What
knows
does
it,
that
right?
matter to the conversation?
Or 3,000. Even she
What
knows
does
it,
that
right?
matter to the conversation?
Because the conversation is we think of sex differently, right? When it comes to women, their value comes with less sexual partners. With men, that is not the case. If I look
Gee,
at a
what the
man,
fuck is you
let me
talking
let
about?
me
Hold
finish.
on.
Let me.
No, no, no. You
Mhm.
just
I finish.
talking.
He's
No,
just
you're
saying
not answering the
anything.
fucking question. Now you talking about different values. So yeah, if a woman slept around with 300 fucking men, you gonna tell me she in a relationship? No, she a single woman who likes to have sex with different men. What is you talking about? You can't say a man could be single and sleep around and be like, well, not a woman. She's wired because of the way the man sees her value. She's not looking to be in a relationship. What the fuck is you talking about?
Okay, so you think a man? Listen, a man knows a woman is sleeping around. You think she's gonna get wiped up? That's not going to happen.
That's not the goal. What are you
That's
talking
not the
about?
point. What are you saying right now? Are you listening? Are
Yes.
you deaf in both ears?
I hear it. Listen, you guys are not listening, right? A woman sleeping around and saying
He's
she's
not trying to
single.
get wiped up.
Okay.
No, to get wiped up.
Okay.
No, because you're arguing that she's not single. It don't work like that. But she's not trying to get wiped up. So she is single. She's just sleeping around. What are you talking about?
No, when it comes to men and women that sleeping around stuff, they're not equal when it comes to that. I don't care
I
what
think
anybody
God
says.
help with the flash goal, but she's still a single woman because your pushback is, oh, she's not gonna get wiped up. She's not trying to be.
Yeah, you don't know that. How do you know that?
What the fuck is
What
wrong
the
with
fuck
you?
is going? What?
You don't
No,
make no motherfucking sense.
you're talking about.
That was the premise of the hypothetical woman that we're talking about. We're talking about a hypothetical woman sleeping around.
But you're saying she's choosing to be single, and I don't think that.
Women
I don't
can
think that at
choose
all.
to be single.
She's
G. What are
not
you talking
real.
about?
Like,
Women like no G. Like ain't no women choosing to be single. Get the fuck out of here. No, y'all niggas don't be choosing to be single. That's what I say. You the one with the scarcity mindset, not the woman. She got suitors. Men are fucking hot in the pants. They always gonna be searching and
Yeah, but
looking.
they ain't the man that she wants. That's the
She
issue.
don't
Y'all
want
sleep
none
on.
of them, G. She don't want
Oh,
none
that's
of
a
them.
lie.
How do
That's a
you know you
lie.
don't know this lady? We
That's
don't
a
know this lady.
lie.
We made the lady up.
That's a
No, you
lie.
don't know this lady. We
That's
don't
a
know this lady.
lie.
We made the lady up.
That's a lie.
We made
If
the
some
lady
if,
up.
okay, we made the lady up. She's talking about she want to be single, but what if somebody like Michael B. Jordan pulled up in the
Oh
Mercedes Benz and
God,
asked
here
her out?
goes Michael
Is she
B.
Boy,
gonna say yes
Jordan.
or
just
no?
because you want to
Is she
fuck
going
Michael
to
B.
say yes
Jordan, don't
or
mean
no?
she gonna want to be in a
Is she going
relationship.
to say yes or no? Or Morris Chestnut or somebody? Is she going to go out with him or no?
Morris
That will
Chestnut
really
is like 60
listen.
years
Let me
old. Y'all
finish.
gotta come
Let
up
me
with a
finish.
new one.
Let me finish. Let me finish. That will really test if you choose to be single, right? An attractive guy that you're physically attracted to, has a job, has his own guy that you're physically attracted to, has a job, has his own place, meets all your standards, right? You're telling the world you want to be single. You're happy in being single. And that guy approaches you. The test there. Do you tell him to go about his way? Or do you take his number and go out with him?
In this up, G, hold up, G. In this scenario, yes, she don't want to be with none of them because you talking about Michael B. Jordan and whoever else celebrity you want to fuck, right? The reality is they are not that. You talking about Michael B. Jordan and whoever else celebrity you want to fuck, right? The reality is they are not that they're not the roles they play. They're people with fucking problems, and you're like, well, what about this guy? No, she's saying no. She just want to sleep with men.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe none of y'all when it comes to that.
So what's the point of having a conversation with you?
Because I
What's the
said the
point of
grass is
you
not
bringing a conversation with you?
Because I
What's the
said the
point of
grass is
you
not
bringing your
greener.
what's the point of you coming up? I don't
Because
believe
the
nothing.
grass is
I
not
believe nothing.
greener. The grass is not greener, and you know it is.
But how
Sorry
do
to,
you keep saying the
that's true.
grass is not
Sorry.
greener to a hypothetical woman that is choosing to be single, but you're saying no, she's not choosing to be single because the grass is not green. You see how you don't make any sense?
If she is fucking other men, she is not single, in my opinion. I
Oh,
don't care
so
But
what
she is
anybody
in a
G,
says.
relationship.
who's
Huh?
she in a relationship with?
It does not matter. That's not what single means to me.
it does
Single,
matter.
single
You
means,
keep
and that
saying
includes
you
sex.
saying to
And that includes
you.
sex. Okay, I know. That's why I'm on the panel. I'm giving my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I'm just saying, if you are a woman, includes
You.
sex. Okay, I know. That's why I'm on the panel. I'm giving my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I'm just saying, if you are a woman claiming you are single and you are entertaining other men, especially when sex is involved, I don't think you are single.
Let me ask you a question. What about women who are not entertaining men?
Oh, then yeah, they're single then.
And do you think that's a thing?
Ye- Let me just say this: there's something called a single period. It happens to men and women. They get out of a relationship or a divorce, or they have a single. It could be a year, 5 years, sometimes 10 years, right? But
Maybe. Hold up. Maybe it could be for the rest of her life.
it depends on what the scenario is. If they had a long term relationship before with a man, whether they get divorced or widowed, then yeah, I can see that. But as a collective, no.
Okay, so I want to go back to what you said. So you said that if she is sleeping with men, then she's not single.
Correct.
But if a man is sleeping with a woman, that doesn't mean that he is single.
Multiple women?
No, why do you have to put? We didn't have to put a stipulation on the woman.
Yes, I did. I said if she's sleeping around, yes, she's not single.
Okay, so if the woman is sleeping with a man, just a man that she likes to hook up with every now and then, she's not single.
No.
Okay, so if a man is sleeping with a woman every now and then, he just likes to hook up with her, is he single?
If he claims that,
Yes.
if
Okay.
he's not
Okay. So
claiming
wait,
her,
wait, wait,
yes.
wait, 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 wait. Okay. Explain the difference.
I just said men and women are wired differently when it comes to sex, right? I
Okay,
do not
explain
listen.
the difference.
Unless she's a HOE or a prostitute, right?
Okay,
Most
but
women,
explain the difference.
because listen, men can just have sex with anything and whoever, and just emotions aside. Most women in general are incapable of that, right?
Okay, but
Their emotions.
explain the difference though.
I'm explaining it. Their emotions get involved, right? So if a woman is sleeping with a man and claiming she is single, right? She's sleeping with the same man, right? Let's put that in perspective. I don't think she'll be able to compartmentalize that in perspective. I don't think she'll be able to compartmentalize and say, I don't. Let me rephrase this. I don't think she'll be able to tell herself, right, that I don't have feelings for this man. I don't want this man with. I don't want to deal with this man if it's just sex. I don't really believe that she's going to interpret it that way. Does that make sense? It's not just sex for her, right? It could be for that man, but not for her. She's gonna catch feelings eventually, so she could
How do
say,
you but how do you know?
because women are just wired like that. If a
But
woman is,
how do you know?
if
Are
if
how do you
if
know?
if let me finish. If a woman is sleeping with a man, right, and she's claiming she is single, right, she still has some type of emotional attachment to that man. If he, no matter what she says, men are not like that. We can just go out here and have sex
So
with
what's the
plenty of
okay,
women
so
and
the logic is flawed
kick them
because you
out the
say
next day. Here's the thing. Here's the
oh
thing. Men don't pay. Men are not paying women to sleep with them. They're paying them to leave. Right. Once you hit it,
that's what men say to make themselves feel better because
because
they
it's
can't
true.
get a woman to
Because
sleep with them
it's true.
they don't have the game to sleep with a
Because
woman.
because it's true.
That's what
The,
men tell them. Wait, G, you gotta relax. You always on 10 every time you
You
come
on
up
that
here.
shit.
Yeah, you on that fucking that sugar booger. Fucking relax. That's what men tell themselves to make themselves feel better because they cannot get a woman to have sex with them without it being transactional. So when you say, "Oh, well, they pay them to leave," no, you're paying for comfort because you are a lonely old man or a no game having ass young dude, and you cannot find a woman that would want to sleep with you without any strings attached. Now, I wanted to go back to the other point, or actually, I wanted to go back to the other point, or I've actually, Dark Horse is up here. Go ahead.
Y'all put some teacup. Oh, there she go.
Yeah, I was in Discord sending you a screenshot. Um,
Oh, there she go.
yeah, I was in Discord sending you a screenshot. Um, I just came up to say that the mm, idea that women want to be or have to be in a relationship or that they want to have sex, that shit sound real creepy. Any man who tell you your no ain't a no. You really want it. It sound like those people be on the stand saying she really wanted it. She asked for it. That's what it sound like to me. Better watch your goddamn mouth, G. That's all I'm gonna say. And for the prompt,
Damn,
the
I ain't see
couple
him. My bad, but that's crazy. But go ahead.
that's super crazy. Super fucking crazy. Um, but the whole idea that somebody else is going to tell you what you want, even though you're like, no, thank you. No, you shut up. This is what you want. This is what you's made for. Yeah, it sound real slavish. It sound real grapey. Like y'all gotta watch y'all mouth. Y'all gotta
Ain't it
watch y'all mouth.
interesting? Ain't it interesting how men love to tell women what their experience is like? Like for the only
Yeah.
man in this panel to be telling women what we want and what we can and can't do, I think it's interesting. That's
Yeah,
why I
that's
said they
that
don't
gravy
listen.
shit.
Yeah, they don't
Mm-mm.
listen to women what we say. They listen to what niggas tell them.
Yeah, you're gonna get to catch a charge doing that shit. Catch a motherfucking charge. Go ahead and tell everybody that she wanted it, dummy. But anyway, for the topic, I wanted to say the couple versus being single. And I think somebody asked it in the chat, but I think Tara meant all versions of coupling, whether it was married or unmarried, just whatever the commitment is. The biggest part for me is kind of seeing people who have maybe ran that course. And this is what they're saying is when you get old, you gonna want to be with somebody. You ain't gonna want to be alone. But everybody I know who got old and their husband unalive or they divorced, they're like, hell no. I'm living out my golden years by myself. So it's not making sense. All them ladies are saying, fuck no. I
But
want
you
to
know how
be
you could tell
with
that's a
my,
projection?
yeah.
You can tell it's a projection because they don't be old themselves. I mean, the jury is out if you want to consider them old, but they be like, "Oh, when you get old," as if that's their personal experience. It ain't never the old motherfuckers in here saying, "Well, you don't want to be like this," unless he a lonely old fucking fool. You get a nigga like G talking about you don't want to be old and lonely. You scared of that shit.
I wanted to make an
I didn't say that.
observation is that
I didn't say that.
have y'all
I
ever
didn't say
noticed, and this is just to the,
I
I
never
have
said
met,
that.
hold on. I have met a lot of old single women that are very sweet and kind and very loving, and they just seem very fulfilled. But I have never met a nice old single man. Has anyone ever met an old man that was single and nice and kind?
No, come to think of it,
That's some
They
no.
dirty old man.
they just like G is right now. He gonna be miserable from now till he's 75.
They
They
be
stay
so
miserable the whole time.
old and nasty.
They
And it
never
is
find happiness. They never find. They're looking to possess something and to own a bunch of shit, but they end up being the angry young man to now the unfulfilled angry married man to the angry divorced man. Like nothing's ever enough. That's because you don't know what self-love is. So it was never going to be found in another person or getting married or in children or a job. You're just angry and unfulfilled. That shit is eternal. Okay. The older women, they're happy. They're partnered up. They hitting cruises. They taking trips. They're at bingo. They're
Okay,
doing all the
third
above.
party.
Hitting cruises. They taking trips. They're at bingo. They're
Okay,
doing all the
third party.
above.
You just said they're partnered up. So you just
what?
said they're partnered up. Dark Horse just said those older women are partnered up.
I did not.
You just
He
said
can't
that.
really
They're
want.
partnered
You
up with
him
other
too early.
women. They're with other women hanging out.
Oh,
They have a. I did not.
you just
He
said
can't
that.
really
They're
want.
partnered
You
up with
him
other
too early.
women. They're with other women hanging out.
Oh,
They have a group. They have a bridge club. They have a cars club. They go to casino. They take bus rides. They go to Atlantic City. They're not getting married again. Y'all got to look at y'all stats where y'all keep saying we're going to be alone and old. It's on purpose. Those women are saying they will never get married again. They are on purpose staying
Listen,
single. It's not the same thing.
I've never been in like a community with women and thought, damn, wouldn't it be better if a man was here? I ain't never thought no shit like that.
You know what else, Dark Horse? I ain't never. You know what? Golden Boys would have never been a TV show. That you ain't
Heck
never been.
no.
You
They
would
would have been
never
paying for Smex work
you
every
be
night
every night.
and calling somebody over there. Mm-mm.
I saw a video
Absolutely
on
not.
TikTok the other day of these men who went on this trip, right? And one of the things he said was interesting. He said, "Oh, we got together, we planned this trip, and no women were even involved." And the fact that he even had to mention it said a lot. Because women don't never be like, "Well, we didn't even need a man to do this shit for us." So I'm like, "What the fuck?"
uh,
Go ahead, G.
oh, if you marry, you should not be going on girls' trips. Sorry.
That's a whole nother
Please never do that.
conversation, and that's stupid. That stupid shit is the reason why women want to get the fuck away from y'all. Because it's like if you decide to be in a relationship with a man, then it's all these fucking rules you gotta follow. When women go, hold up, when women go on a girls trip, they're having a good fucking time. They in groups for safety. They planning excursions. Like it's a good ass fucking time. Y'all niggas want to go to Thailand and Colombia and fuck. So like, why wouldn't a woman be able to go on a fucking girl because she married?
Listen, we've heard all these stories about these girls' trips as of late, right? And married women. And look, here's the thing: usually when
No,
those
we
married women
haven't.
go,
No, we
let me
I
finish.
was
haven't.
about to say, what are you talking?
You
What
about to make
What
story?
about
something up? You about to
look at
make something
You
Shanquella
up?
want to make
Robinson?
something
Look
up?
at Shanquella Robinson. What about Shanquella Robinson? Look her up. Anyway,
I
anyway,
think
Wait, wait.
listen. I think y'all have a whole movement. Have you
listen,
not met the
listen,
Passport Bros, sir? The whole movement.
listen.
Shut
I'm
up.
not a passport
Isn't
boy. Listen,
Shanquilla,
listen,
isn't Shanquilla the girl that got unalived by her friends?
yeah, a little girls trip. She's not the only one either. Here's the thing,
Wait,
Mary.
what does
Hold
have to
up.
do with women going to have smacks? And are you slow?
Because
I
Dark
told you it
Horse,
was gonna be a
Dark
dumbass
Horse,
argument.
Dark
This
Horse,
is
Dark
dumbass.
Horse,
You fucking
Dark,
stupid.
Dark Horse just intimated that women should replace a man with their girlfriends, their friend group, which is the craziest
Oh,
thing
No,
I ever
that's
heard
not what
of,
she
right?
said.
Women should replace a man with their girlfriends, their friend group, which is the craziest
oh.
thing I
No,
ever
that's
heard
not what
of,
she
right?
said. Cause
Yes, that's exactly what she said.
you can't
That's
replace
exactly.
them. No, 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 wait, G. You can't replace the man with her girlfriends when the man was you can't replace the man with her girlfriends when the man was never in place in the first place. You're
Well,
not
I'm saying,
getting
like,
Hmm.
are you,
replaced.
gee,
You were
hold
never
on.
No,
there.
Are you saying like girls' trips are dangerous? Because
mm,
you heard a story about a woman unaliving on one. Marriage is
listen.
dangerous.
I said a married woman. Usually, those girls trips when the married women go, all those women are married, right? Usually, it's a lot of them are single, and they want you to participate in things that single women do. So if you
What
are
the fuck?
married,
This
you
man
should
just making up stories.
you should be
Doesn't
traveling
make
with
any
your husband.
You
That's
sense.
all
stupid
I'm
as
saying.
shit.
That's
But
all
that's
I'm
What?
saying.
ridiculous to say that it's dangerous when what's dangerous is marriage. Like that's like where the danger is. That's why the most
No,
dangerous
the
place for a
girl.
woman is her
Listen,
house.
listen. This fake sisterhood we always hear. Here's the thing: when it comes to HR, human resources, the most complaints, right, are women against women, right? Y'all don't get along, except on TikTok, right? So
No,
so
no,
dark
that's
horse,
not. Wait a
dark,
minute. The
yes,
most complaints are
yes.
women against women. Say a source.
Listen,
Say the
look it up,
source. No,
look it
say the
up,
sourse.
look it up,
Say the
I
look
ain't
it
looking
up,
source.
shit up.
look it up.
It's fake news because you ain't got proof. Move
Listen,
on.
Yep.
li-
It's a lie
For
unless you
real.
listen,
got proof. Move on
listen,
to the next
listen,
point.
listen. Yeah, dark horse inferred that these single women say
Did
that.
not say
You
that.
infer
He said
that. That's what
inferred.
you were
He
inferring.
said.
That's what you were inferring. You preach that these women who don't have a man. That's what you were inferring. You preach that these women who don't have a man, right, need to seek companionship with their
No,
girlfriends,
we
which is the
already
craziest
have
thing I ever
it.
said.
We
No,
don't have to seek it. That's
what
what
are
we're
you
telling
talking
you.
about?
Y'all don't have a you don't
Listen,
have a group. You don't
li-
have friends. We already have them. That's what
listen.
we're telling you. We don't have to leave a man and go find a group of women. We are community based from the time we are brought up.
I don't
And
want to hear that BS.
we're going to keep women
I
in
do
our
not want to
lives.
hear BS.
I
That
don't care.
BS. That's
G,
just a
stop
Hold
lie.
being
on, wait.
ignorant. You just being
Hold
fucking
on,
ignorant
G. No,
now.
no, no, no,
No,
hold on.
wait, Dark
Hold
Horse.
on.
Cause
Oh
you
no, I
just being
muted
a
them.
fucking
I
dumb,
muted
fucking
them.
ignorant nigga.
I muted
Shut
them.
the
Hold
fuck up and let her finish talking. I don't
The
want to
on.
hear
crash
that. I don't
out.
want to hear that. Shut your ignorant nigga ass up and let her finish.
The crash out.
G.
Let her finish talking. I
The
don't want to hear
Yeah.
crash
that. I don't
out.
want to hear that. Shut your ignorant nigga ass up and let her finish.
The crash out.
G. G. You allowed to come on this panel every day and talk. Every day and talk. That's it. I don't know where you got all these fucking nuts from. Will you tell somebody you don't want to hit them no more? But you can get the fuck out if you tired of listening. But we listen to your dumb motherfucking ass every fucking day. Come over here to get fucking babysat. You gonna shut the fuck on mute like we do when you say your dumb shit. And we don't give a fuck if you don't want to hear it. I think you do because you keep coming to fuck back. Otherwise, scroll the fuck on and find somebody else to harass. Otherwise, we gonna say what the fuck we want to say. Who the fuck you think you talking to?
Exactly.
Nigga, the nuts done dropped yesterday or something? You got me
Can I just
fucked
say
up.
this? I want
He
to do
hyped
all the
up on that
things.
motherfucking snow.
Hold up, y'all. I want to do all the things listed in the comments. I want to go do all that shit. And it's interesting. 30 talking about going to the club.
I
We be doing more than going to the club though. 30.
have
Let
y'all
me
heard
just
about the train? There's a train that's a wine tasting train.
Where
No,
is
I
it?
ain't heard about
Where
that.
is it?
Let me look it up. Hold on.
here. No, Dark Horse was basically saying, right. Here's the thing. Let me just say this: you cannot compare the companionship of a romantic.
You can though. That's the hold up, real
You can't
quick.
compare the
Uh,
romantic friends. It's not the same.
G, what? Okay. Do you have friends? Like, do you have friends?
You want me to say no?
No, I'm asking you a question. Do you have
Of course,
friends?
of course.
All right, what are your friends? What do y'all do on a daily basis? Like, what type of things do y'all do?
Go to the gym mainly.
What do y'all do on a daily basis? Like, what type of things do y'all do?
Go to the gym mainly.
So you got gym buddies.
Yep.
Do y'all like talk on the phone? Y'all go trips together? Y'all plan stuff out? Y'all do any of that? Or y'all just go to the gym?
Um, we don't talk on the phone really. We make texts, but mainly the gym.
Okay. So this is the thing failing to understand. Women don't just go to the gym with their friends though. Women talk to their friends. Women like do fucking slumber parties. Women like to like plan stuff out. Women meet each other for family events. Women will travel to go to their another one of their child's graduation. That's what you failing to understand, that the connections men have with each other is not the same as the connections women have with each other. So when
Here,
you think
here,
of hold up. So you think about like, oh my goodness, you're not just gonna do this with your friend or whatever. You're gonna need a romantic relationship. Y'all want the romantic relationship because that's how y'all get that connection. Because you know that women are going to sit in there and talk to you, or the woman's going to sit there and like listen to all your bullshit and plan stuff for y'all to do. So that's what you want. Y'all want a piece of a woman so you can experience that. We don't have to get in a romantic relationship to experience that. We just gotta have friends, G. That's what you're missing. That's
let me
why
just say this.
that's why men have a lonely man epidemic and women do not, sir.
Let me say this real quick. So I gave you those answers specifically because those in my friend group are either married, dating, or they have a woman, right? So if we're not at the texting, they are with their woman
Texas
doing
is
things,
crazy.
just like I am, right? So we spend a lot of our time with our significant others, right? And just check in every now and again.
You didn't say nothing. You throwing texting in is crazy. Cause you know all y'all saying is what time you gonna be at the gym. Be for real.
Charlton, oh, crash out self is in the box. You want me to bring him up?
He ain't gonna say shit.
Oh, never mind. He gone.
It's just interesting how y'all are not able to wrap your mind around. That's why I say men don't have empathy for women at all, because you can't wrap your mind around the fact that women could be content with each other and not need a man present. And it's because it's something missing from your relationships with each other. Y'all don't really have real connections. Y'all be on some surface level bullshit. Because a lot of men are afraid to open up. Y'all are afraid to open up. Y'all afraid to develop intimacy with a person. You're afraid to like break through that shell. Like unless you fucking that man, like that's as intimate as y'all can go. Y'all might be DL or something. But y'all activities center around meeting women.
Listen, I don't believe this fake sisterhood outside of TikTok. Half the time, most of you bitches be fighting is over a man. To
Not
be
you
honest,
bitches. Hold up.
Right?
Don't you? No, the
Damn.
only bitch up here is you, G. You know that. You know you the only bitch up here. Get
I'm
out of
not talking
here
about
with
you.
that. No, 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 no. I'm
I'm not talking
calling you
about you.
one though. No, no. I'm
I'm
telling you the only bitch up here. Watch your
okay.
mouth.
I'm not talking about you. Just in
But I
general.
am.
I just wanted to say that the what's the word I'm looking for? Unrest. The unrest that every man is like perpetually every day just shows like how fucking miserable they are. Every day they're mad while we having time to commune and talk and share and laugh. They are perpetually angry and mad all the time about a woman that's not theirs, about women in at large, or what have you. Walking around with that kind of anger cannot be healthy. That's why y'all stroking out, having heart attacks. Y'all got to stop stressing yourself out this much. It's not healthy and it's not okay. That's why we say being single is okay, because I couldn't imagine being coupled up with somebody who wake up mad and go to bed mad all the time over some perceived insult or some perceived what's the word I'm looking for? When a woman is shunning them or what have you, but nobody's ever actually turned them down because they ain't go nowhere but to work in the gym. But they just got this chip on their shoulder all the time. Like all these fucking women, they out here looking for some rich man. They don't want to talk to nobody. They're just always angry. And that shit is not okay. Like y'all got to find some other way to get this shit out. Y'all need yoga, Pilates. Y'all need to go and listen to a goddamn sound bath, a massage, something. But y'all can't get nothing. That shit's not okay. Y'all got to figure out a way to get that out. Because TikTok ain't helping y'all. Y'all come up here and get even more mad. And get off TikTok and be even more angry. Y'all shouldn't even go outside. I don't trust y'all. And I agree, 30 more y'all should learn how to self-pleasure. Maybe it help get some of that pressure off y'all self. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Man, I don't beat my meat. Shut the fuck up. You should. You backed up. That's why your head bad. I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. And I wanted to say that to G. Once y'all have snacks, you just fall in love. I ain't fell in love and married none of my toys. It don't work like that. Okay? I'm going to fuck back on mute.
Can I please take a moment and be honest with some of the ladies in the panel, and maybe deconstruct some of these central miscommunications that I've seen? Would that be okay with you?
No, not really.
May I ask why not?
Just go
Because
ahead.
I feel like you're about to
You can
say some
talk to
bullshit.
G. Don't talk to us. We
No,
don't
let
need no
him.
advice from no man. Talk to G.
No, let him say what he gotta say, y'all.
I,
What
what I am
happened?
trying to say actually is, hello, how y'all doing? Hello, ladies. So it say actually is, hello, how y'all doing? Hello, ladies. um, So in the time that I've been listening to this panel, I can say that I don't really think that you're necessarily wrong on your perception, because after you see something over and over and over, it starts to become part of your belief system. But what I will say is that there is a reason why I've noticed a lot of young men walking around with as much anger towards women, and maybe even sometimes themselves in our community. The reason why is not actually because of women on the outside. So if a lot of people went outside and touched grass, they will realize that some of the opinions and some of the idealism that we have accepted from some of these online cultures isn't actually present in reality. Most women and most men are actually pretty pleasant. The problem is that we get on the internet, and this creates like an information tunnel in which false narratives, ideas are being spread to us. And then if we listen to the internet, and this creates like an information tunnel in which false narratives, ideas are being spread to us. And then if we listen to it long enough, our subconscious actually internalizes that. And so we actually start to believe all these women only want a rich man. But if you talk to the most majority of women, most of them don't really care about like, they care about the money as far as forming a sustainable relationship in the future, but they don't need some super rich guy in order to qualify for them. They just need a man with decent morals, decent character, and somebody that makes them feel secure and safe. And so I feel like if maybe we were able to switch some of the conversations that we were having with one another within our own communities, and even deconstruct some of the language that causes some of these men to be triggered, we would see a much better result in our society. And so I can tell you already.
Hold on, you said hold on, 'cause you got a whole speech. What you mean deconstruct some of this language that triggers men? Like what?
Yes, ma'am. So I noticed that when you were talking, you tend to use verbs like y'all do this and y'all do that and y'all do this. And I'm not saying that you were not
That's how. Just say it.
wrong.
I don't need a disclaimer. Just say it.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying is that sometimes we have a tendency to group all people in one category, and this can be very triggering for men that don't necessarily fit some of the things that you're saying. So if I tell you y'all women do this, you know how this man came on here and said y'all B words this, and that probably made y'all very upset because he felt like he was talking to y'all specifically. But he's talking about the women that he's been able to encounter. Or just more women that he's encountering, but it's not the women that he's actually
Wait, wait,
referring
wait,
to.
wait, wait,
It's
wait.
not. I
Hold
don't
Yeah,
on.
think.
we have a
So wait,
tendency to
wait.
group people
Let me
together.
ask a question because you validated him.
Uh
But
huh.
our
No,
experiences, wait,
no,
wait, wait,
ma'am.
hold on. You just said that's what he ran into. So you were able to validate that that is his experience. You told
Yes,
us
ma'am.
our shit was perception, motherfucker. That's what we perceive, bitch. I know you fucking lying. Don't come up here
Hey,
and tell no woman what her actual lived experience is. That's not your fucking lane. I told you to talk to G, but telling women our shit is perception, but can understand that G may have actually ran into that shit in his real life is a reason that you're gonna get cussed the fuck out. This is what I'm talking
but
about. All of us are
can
lying.
I?
We're listening on TikTok, but we didn't
Can,
have this happen in our real life. You don't know. And if we tell you that that's what we're talking
but
about, all of us are
can
lying.
I?
We're listening on TikTok, but we didn't
Can,
have this happen in our real life. You don't know. And if we tell you that that's what we actually experience on a day to day basis, that's what the fuck it is. You and G keep telling women what our real experiences is. Sounds grapey. It sounds like we're lying. You don't know what you're talking about, lady. That's not real life. The fuck
whoa,
it's not. You're not a
whoa,
woman. You
whoa,
don't walk
whoa,
through this.
ma'am,
Huh,
please.
she's still talking.
Yes, ma'am, but she's cussing and yelling at me. Please, can you just talk to
No,
me?
No,
we could.
don't
Is
talk
that
to
No,
each
okay?
because you
other.
came
Yeah,
up here and told me after you said our perception, you lost me.
You
Because
know what?
again, you're
Good
telling us
luck.
this is
Good
this,
luck.
I agree. Get the fuck
Good
on.
luck.
But anybody
Yeah,
telling
like
you what your experience is as a woman, they
oh,
telling you to gaslight you. They're telling you right now that what you seeing when that man touched you the wrong way, when that man said something to you, that it was all made up. That's not what's happening. Man touched you the wrong way when that man said something to you, that it was all made up. That's not what's happening out here to you. Please be careful. That's what we're talking about, the fucking covert shit. I don't care how well spoken, how soft spoken you are, that you don't use any profanity. You're telling me that what I'm living every day is a lie. Boy, fuck you.
I like.
right, like I think
He reminded me
oh,
of Joe from Blue's Clues.
yeah, right? Yeah, when it's like doesn't matter how nicely you pack like
That's a toxic positivity he's talking about.
It
yeah,
is.
he thought that if he packaged the message like sweetly enough that we wouldn't notice what he was actually saying, what the actual message was. And which is A, assuming that we're stupid, and B, gaslighting in and of itself and very manipulative.
He tried it. It was interesting though, cause he definitely like the way we talk to each other, and then like went to straight police and women. He definitely like the way we talk to each other, and then like went to straight police and women, and validating G was fucking crazy. Y'all watch
I
out for
did
that.
warn him though before he started talking. I told him to talk.
Y'all watch
I
out for
did
that.
warn him though before he started talking. I told him to talk to G, y'all. Motherfuckers gonna be listening.
No, he thought he was gonna come in here and break some shit down, like he's saying something. He wasn't saying nothing.
Mansplaining. That's textbook mansplaining.
If you were to talk to them sweet, I promise they'll act better. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was saying. I still liked him though.
What
Mermaid.
you liked about him?
He reminded me of episode of Sesame Street I saw when I was what? It reminded me of he should be. I would want to sit down and read a book with him.
That shit was phony as hell though.
It really was.
He left before he crashed out because he was upset.
The sweater vest and the profile was just too much for me. It was too much.
But women, it's interesting because I heard that a lot, especially coming online. Like you can't talk to the men like that. I remember it was one person on here particularly talking about, well, if you go on a man off on a man like that, then he might get off the internet and do such and such. I said, so I can't stand up for myself Women are told their whole lives they need to be soft spoken and nice to men so they can treat them well. What the fuck? What the fuck? So, because he could be triggered by some words. He's so fucking deranged. He's so fucking he's such a menace to fucking society. You gotta walk on eggshells and talk nicely to him because he could implode. Man, fuck that nigga. I'm gonna talk to him how the fuck I want. Y'all lost y'all damn mind.
Yeah, it's not on a woman to like. Yeah, that's like placing responsibility on a woman to like prevent men from doing things that are fully in their control to not do.
Yeah, because if that man was gonna get offline and do some shit, he was gonna do it anyway. He was gonna do it anyway. He just need an excuse. Ain't no motherfucking way.
Yep, only a matter of time.
And I think the reason why they say that is like line is because you can't talk to them like we can't talk to them like that in person. This is genuinely the only place that we can't. I always find it so funny. It's kind of ironic. Men always talk. This is genuinely the only place that we can't. I always find it so funny. It's kind of ironic. Men always talking about how women are emotional and rational and men are rational. But if we had these types of conversations with these men in person, they would physically assault us.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna take my safe space. Fuck y'all.
For real.
Yeah, that's
Like,
exactly what they want to do. Police you online so they can no, fuck that. I'm gonna say all the things. I'm gonna say all
And
your
the one who don't have a man, the one who don't have a woman at home, come online to get it off. Cause the one who don't have a woman at home, come online to get it off. Cause they ain't got nobody at the house to cuss out. They keep coming up here every goddamn day with a single ass. I'm gonna
mhm.
find
but
somebody to
I've
fucking
never
cuss out.
I've never been in a situation where I'm like, I'm about to get offline and I'm about to go outside and fight a motherfucker or start some shit at home. Like, are you serious?
What the
Mm-mm.
hell is 30 doing? Is he's putting song lyrics?
30 on that shit.
Wants attention, I think.
G, you done using Chat GPT?
Using Chat GPT for what? For what exactly?
Your next response.
You don't need rocket science to answer the prompt. Pretty
Every
simple.
time every time G go on Teacup, all I hear is every time G go on Teacup, all I hear is
G in there
Peace, I
like, how
love
can I
you.
finally get these bitches? G in there
Peace, I
like, how
love
can I
you.
finally get these bitches? Oh Lord.
Not back to teacup. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Oh, I cannot. I cannot.
He recently discovered AI and that nigga been hooked
Turn
ever
it up,
since.
burn it up, getting his new words out and everything. Burn that shit up, G. Get your money's worth.
hmm you be going over there using the Chat GPT on the baby feminist and be like, yeah, it worked over here. Let me try it on these motherfuckers.
Not the Super Saiyans. We Super Saiyans over here. I know you fucking lie. We don't need to go on teacup to respond to shit you say. That shit off the dome. Now he doing this shit on purpose. Y'all stop. Oh,
He gonna claim it was something else. Let me tell y'all, if y'all see, because he been doing this shit a lot recently. Y'all ever see G on the panel? Y'all see that teacup? He talking to AI. Go ahead,
Mhm.
G.
What was the conversation?
Know what you want to say?
Um, what was talking to that guy?
I
I
don't
don't even remember
know.
what
What
the
you
guy
about
was
to
saying.
say?
What was
We
our
don't
first saying
remember.
today? I want
I
to know what
can't
you said to him
remember.
so I can have a follow up.
I can't remember. What you was about to say?
I was just going to respond to that guy and have a follow up.
I can't remember. What you was about to say?
I was just going to respond to that guy, but I forgot a lot of the
Go
stuff he
ahead,
was saying.
respond to him. What do you think about what he said?
I forgot what he said. I think he was saying something about y'all women's perception is different than your reality or something. I don't remember.
And so, what was your response that you wanted to say?
I need clarity to respond.
No, you might
I don't.
forget what somebody say, but you didn't
I
forget
did,
how you felt and what you wanted to say in
no, I
response.
did forget. I completely forgot what he said and how was going to respond. I
Oh,
just
you
think
need
he
help
said
with your prompt.
he.
Dark
Huh?
horse, he need help with his prompt.
I already answered the
I
prompt.
can't talk right now. No, she said your
No, Dark
mom.
horse, how you say it? He need help putting it in the prompt.
No,
Yeah.
no
Anyway, that's what I
help.
wanted. I wanted to follow up with that. Uh, that the fact that you guys keep trying to compare. I know I said this already. Compare the companionship from a romantic partner to that of your friends. It is not the same. It will never be the same. It's not even close, right? You're not sleeping with your friends. You're not kissing with your friends. You don't if we take Smex, just the intimacy, right? You don't have that type of intimacy with your friends. So to keep comparing that type of companionship with that of a romantic partner is crazy. Here's the thing: you can love your friends, you can love your mom, you can love your sister, you can love your dog, but you're not in love with them. You can only be in love with your romantic partner, right? So you guys keep trying to compare them when they are not the same. You do not get this romantic partner, right? So you guys keep trying to compare them when they are not the same. You do not get the same type of emotions, right? From your husband, your wife, or whatever you're into that you do
I'll respond to him quick
with,
'cause I'm at work.
with anybody else. It's not even comparable. So anybody, you have to be either asexual or aromantic if you don't want to have that type of connection and feelings for a romantic partner. I don't care what anybody says. I yield.
Okay,
Hey, Lynn.
okay. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Real quick, and I'm gonna drop. G, how how do you know how we feel about love or partnership or connection? You
I was breaking up.
Breaking up.
You breaking up, Lynn.
Hello? Okay now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yeah.
me now? Can you hear me now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I said he just in here projecting how he feel about love and partnership on everybody else. You can't be like, I know that you like cheese. I know you saying you don't like cheese, but you like cheese. I can hear it in your voice. Everybody in the world likes cheese. Like fucking 75% of the people in the world like cheese. So Dark Horse, you must like cheese too. There's no way. There's no way, Dark Horse. You can't not like red wine, Liz. How do you know you don't like red wine, Liz? Red wine is good. Everybody enjoys red wine. There's no way. There's no way. You're biologically programmed to not like red wine. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy to put your expectations on other people.
It's in a woman's nature to like red wine.
It's super weird. And then
And never
also,
look. Never been a woman in his life, but he know how women feel. He know how women think because we tell him. We can also start saying that women must have a man that make over 100. It's in our nature to a rich man. So be rich. Like, okay.
I wanted to say one thing when he says that the intimacy that you will, that the, I think that when it comes to this, intimate partner love, like you like to put it, is extremely conditional. Like it's very conditional. If a woman was to have a husband and he was in love with her, but let's just say all of a sudden her PJ, her Panana just disappeared and she turned into a Barbie down there. Or her sexual libido just disappeared and she no longer wanted to participate in Smex. That man would no longer love her. If she got sick, and she couldn't do the things like take care of the cooking and the cleaning and do all of the labor that she would that he was expecting of her, he would no longer love her. Do all of the labor that she would that he was expecting of her, he would no longer love her. And the same thing is transactional with women too, because women don't love men unconditionally. We shouldn't love men unconditional. Men should have more conditions. But if a man no longer wanted to did all of those things that he used to do that made her fall in love with him in the first place, she will no longer love him. Point blank, period. And this is why it is so weird when y'all try to talk down on children, even female friendships, male friendships, even our female friendships. Like there's no just giving in female friendships. Like it's a give and a take. The only true love that really is truly unconditional out there is the love between a woman and her child. The only true love that really is truly unconditional out there is the love between a woman and her child, or a parent and a child, but mostly women, because men don't love kids or themselves or earth or women or animals or nature. But anyways, yeah, that's why I was saying. That's why when y'all be like, "There's no intimacy of this. There's no such thing." That type of intimacy can be replicated, but that type of intimacy can also be gone in an instant.
Yeah, that type of intimacy is just not the same. And we're taking Smex out the equation, by the way, right? But here's the thing,
You
though.
the
Like
one that
my
brought
men,
it up.
huh? No, I said you can have intimacy with your partner without it being sexual. Does that make sense? But it's still different from an intimacy with a friend.
How?
Anyway, huh?
No, because you were specifically talking about sexual intimacy, and now you're saying that we're taking it out. But that even disproves your point even more, because if you take the sexual intimacy out of a relationship, then that's just a good friendship.
What are you talking about? You're still having Smex. I'm just saying you can have
Oh,
your.
so you gotta have the smacks, right? So it's the smacks.
I think you're confused, and
No,
you
you
don't even
confused.
understand what I'm saying.
Nah, you
I'm not
confused.
confused at all. I'm not confused at all, right? I said the intimacy you have with a romantic partner is not the same as intimacy with a friend or your mother or
Who are
whatever.
you trying to
Uh,
convince? That's how you feel about intimacy with a romantic partner and friendship.
oh my God.
Why are you trying to convince us of that? Why are you trying to make us believe what you believe? If we don't feel that way,
so,
we don't feel that way. You can't make us think like you.
so Lynn, you're telling me, right? You can have the same type of intimate feelings, right, for a friend that you can with
No, I
your
love my
boyfriend or
friends
husband.
more. No, I love my friends more than a boyfriend or a
Dang,
husband.
you stole my point, man. I came off
Are
mute
you
to say
okay in the
that.
head?
The
I love my
intimacy is
friends
better.
more. Yeah,
The
I love my
intimacy
friends. I
is
love my
better.
family
Because intimate
more
is
than
not,
a romantic partner.
but he still
You're
thinks intimate
stupid.
means sex. He's still associated with
That's
sex.
what.
It,
Yeah,
Intimacy doesn't
it's
mean
just crazy to
sex.
me.
that's why. That's
Doesn't
Dark
mean
Horse
sex,
when
son.
he's trying to
If a,
take.
if a
He was like,
man,
"You're
let
taking the
me
smacks
explain
out of
something to
it."
you. Let me explain something to you. If the perfect man came in front of my face right now and he was like, "I'm the perfect man. I have everything you want, Lynn, my unicorn," and he was like, "You can be with me, but you got to stop talking to Dark Horse Eve, Tara, and Mia." And all the rest of the girls, I'd be like, "Oh, you ain't perfect, then. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro, but you got to get to stepping. Get that through your brain, G. I know
Now,
you think that I'm lying, but I'm not lying. I would rather have my friends
Oh,
than the
Lynn, he
quote
said
unquote
you can
perfect
once you get
man.
married, no before you got here, he said once you get married, no girls trips. I said, who I said y'all should understand that
Yeah,
if a man
divorce.
it's not even a divorce, it wouldn't be a divorce because I'm still going. Like
I
you
want
gonna catch
and
a
that
charge because I'm going
to.
on a trip. I'm
Yeah,
not
you how
listening.
you
I'm
gonna
not
stop
listening
me
to
from
you.
going on a trip? What
Right.
you
You
gonna do to
catching a
stop
charge?
me?
Catch
and
a
that's
I
charge.
what
want.
I wanted to say, and that's why he's so. That's why the males get so upset about it, because if a woman never got that, like you said, Lynn, the unicorn, they can still have their woman friendships and still be happy. But if the reverse were you got your unicorn, but I can never talk to my best friend again. I can never talk to my girls again. I can never talk to my oh, yeah, no.
No.
I would be absolutely miserable.
It's because they don't have any friends, so they have nothing to give up. They have everything to gain, like Tara said. They
You
coming
you
in there looking to make a woman a best friend. And it's
you
fake for a while anyway. It's only
you,
to use you, but they don't have any community. So there's no community for them to leave. They're coming
you
in
got
to get community. And it's usually a one person community, which isn't really fun. It's kind of boring and it's kind of heavy on the other person. Like, please go find you somebody to play with and stop harassing that woman.
look. You guys
Yeah,
are
so
taking it
hold
extreme.
up,
It's
G,
like you
hold up,
take the
G,
man.
hold up, real quick. That's the thing. Like a lot of y'all men, like it's one of those things where you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what we're talking about because you never experienced it. Like you literally can't wrap your mind around what we're talking about. That's why you up here arguing and talking to Chat GPT because like you don't know what the fuck we're talking about. You've never experienced it. So of course to you it's like, oh, it's nothing like romantic love. Like that's all you could try. That's the best you could get because you're a shell of a person. It's the reason why you in our space and you don't have your own space.
And I think if most people understood that the romantic
And you don't have your own space.
And I think if most people understood that the romantic love is the optional one, but that true friendship and intimacy with other people in a non-romantic way, that's what you need to survive. That's what you need to take you into old age. That's going to be healthy for you. But they have it reversed. They think the romantic love is needed, necessary. We must be together, friends. I could take them or leave them. I don't really need friends. And that's why there is the gap between men and women because we understand that that's not the thing that you have to have. You have to have genuine connection and friendships. That's what you have to have. If you can find a romantic partner, wonderful, great for you. That's a bonus. But it's not supposed to be one or the other. And men are only focused on the romantic one.
But that's what I was talking about yesterday in my prompt about how they try to replicate it because a lot of men fail to realize that they have so many rules about like how they're supposed to perform and their lack ability to actually like experience their emotion. They don't know what the fuck going on with women. They know that they want to be with women because of the feeling they get when they're with women, but they know that like they can't get that with their friends. But we don't have that experience, so it's different.
Also, too, I wanted to say, when it also comes down to we love our children, we love our best friends and friends so much. We even love their children.
Mhm.
Like whenever I talk to my girls, I will tell them about my child. They'll ask me about my child. I'll ask them about their child. Like we even love each other's kids. But y'all don't do that. Like there are so many women that are raising other women's children because their best friend passed away, or their you know what I'm saying, or those are real things. Like there's a reason why like the godmother is always like a fairy godmother. Ain't nobody the only media association that y'all got about the Godfather is a bunch of gangsters killing unaliving each other. I just wanted to throw that out there. That was just a weird
You guys are
observation.
you guys are taking it to an extreme. You're saying if you have this man, that means give up the friends and vice versa. I'm not talking about that. You can have a healthy balance, like a lot of women do, right?
Can't. Y'all
They
too
got a healthy.
insecure.
They
No, you
they
can't. Y'all are
they
too
have,
insecure, G.
they
You
have
just
no
no.
no
G, you
no.
just said no. You just said if you are married, you should not be going on a girls' trip.
I
Y'all are
yes.
too insecure for it to be a balance. You don't even believe there should be a balance. That's a
Yes, because
lie. No, no,
married women
no, no, no,
married women
no,
are going with
no,
single
no,
women on these
no.
girls trips.
Because pause. Balance. That's a
Yes, because
lie. No, no,
married women
no, no, no,
married women
no,
are going with
no,
single
no,
women on these
no.
girls trips.
Because pause. If you think that a woman gets married if she no longer can hang out with her friends and go on girls trips, You don't believe there's a balance. You are lying.
Listen, a lot of these married women going on girls trips, they're going with their single friends, right? And those single friends will influence their married friends to do single things, right?
You are
So
making stuff up.
no,
Mm-mm.
no.
You're
Keep it
literally
real.
just
Look,
making that up.
just
Be
because y'all can
realistic.
only
Let's all
afford
be
one
realistic.
SMEX worker and gonna run a
Huh?
train, and all y'all got to run the train on a one SMEX worker because that's all y'all could afford. So now all y'all in there with your penises out. We don't have to do that. If she wants to go back to her room with somebody, it's a solo venture. We don't do it as a group. That's y'all nasty ass. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bojo.
Right, because why he only gets some coochie, I can't get none. Even 30 just said in the comment section, it ain't fun if the homies can't get none. That's weird and nasty.
That's
Um,
how you get that
it's
intimacy.
it's
You
sad.
fuck the
It's sad
same
that
people.
we have to be having this kind of conversation, but we got to understand that we are what you call a broken society right now. A lot of no, it's serious. A lot of these men grew up not knowing how to be men. You know what I mean? And they what you say, the society um put things out and we accept as norm. You know, like demoralizing the woman and stuff like that. And we don't see it. Stuff like that. And we don't see it playing out in any other way like but these
What the
little things
fuck?
that we see out there. All right, watch this now. If he had respect for his mom, was raised with a good dad, is these little things that cause the problems that we're seeing right now. Because not all men the same. Not all men think like the way you guys are saying, you know.
So you came up here to say not all men.
No, I'm not just to say not all men. I'm saying that what you're saying is out there. I know, I can see it too. But I'm just saying that we're not all that way.
So not all men.
No, not all men are like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just came up here to say not all men.
No, that's not what I came up here to say. Not just that it's not all men. I'm saying we gotta take a step back to see what is causing this. It's something bigger going on than what you're seeing. That's what I'm saying.
I just wanted to say that the good man or whatever man that he's saying is not all, their focus is still the family. That's still the only focus. Men don't
Mhm.
have any identity outside of that. That's just it.
What you mean? We don't have any
Let me
identity outside of
uh,
that.
let me say one thing about these girl trips. This is just from my perspective,
My
right?
God,
If
G.
if
What is with you in the girls trips? Are you okay?
listen, listen. This is the difference
No, he
between
wanted that
men and
shit
women.
back. No,
G, you
This
what
can
is
have
you
a
say?
girl
Don't
that you
tell us
can't
what
trust
the
her,
AI
leave
think.
her, bro. You
Tell
can
us
have
the
a girl
shit.
that you can't trust her, G, leave her, bro. Because if a girl gonna leave the house and every time she leave the house, you're gonna be worrying about her cheating or whatever. If you can't trust her, might as well don't be with her, bro. Simple. The house, you're gonna be worrying about her cheating or whatever. If you can't trust her, might as well don't be with her, bro. Simple.
Mm-mm. It's not the girl, Bojo. G doesn't trust any women. That's why he said no woman can go on a girls trip. He wasn't saying a specific type. He doesn't
I said
trust any
married.
of them.
I said married.
He doesn't
I
trust
said
any
married.
of them.
I
It
said
doesn't
married, Dark
matter.
Horse. I
It
said married.
doesn't matter. If she's trustworthy, married or not, she can go wherever. You don't trust any woman. Shut up.
Yeah, not with no single women. Are you kidding me?
If you trust her, period, bro. Not with a single woman or married woman or whichever woman, bro. If you trust her, you trust her. She's supposed to know
Listen,
herself and know what she represents, and when she go out there, what she's supposed to do and what she's not supposed to do. You're not supposed to have to tell her that.
Mojo,
Bojo, G's not intelligent enough for this conversation
Mojo,
because she could never go on a girls' trip and she could be blowing her boss at work on lunch break. It
but, but,
doesn't work that way because she didn't go out of the country with girls. Now I know that she's faithful. It doesn't work that way, dummy.
Let me
Somebody
say
that's
something
going
to
to
you, G.
cheat will cheat anywhere.
Mojo,
Let
You
me say, I
can't
was
say
about to
I
say that
can't
to
go
you.
with my single
If
friend.
she don't, if you think
no,
she not going on that
no,
trip is gonna stop her from doing what she wanna do, you got another guess coming, bro. She gonna do it
no,
somewhere
that
else,
is
bro.
not true. Most
If you think
no,
she not going on that
no,
trip is gonna stop her from doing what she wanna do, you got another guess coming, bro. She gonna do it
no,
somewhere
that
else,
is
bro.
not true. Most cheating is just sheer proximity. You don't even have to
All
promise,
right,
right?
okay, and she's
So
not on
let me
Earth,
just
right?
say this is the difference between men and women, right? If a woman goes on one of them girls trips and something happens and he finds out what she was doing, it will be over, right? Men do not go back to women who have cheated on them, right? Women go back to men who cheated on them. But the opposite, you cheated on me, that's over. And here's the thing. Let me just say this though. This is important. When a woman is truly in love with a man, right? She has no wondering eyes. So I want to put that into perspective.
So she ain't got a
You
wondering
think about
eye.
that.
Why the
No,
fuck
That
is
you
she
think
going to
about that,
girls
that
bro.
trip?
You think about
that's
that, right, dude?
that,
You think
well,
about
it
that,
just
right?
illuminates. It just illuminated to me that this wasn't the woman I was meant to be with. She just proved it because most women, right, when they're in love with their man, they have no
Oh, you're not
intention
full
in
moon?
cheating. But let me tell you this though. Here, when it comes to men, right? Say if they're infidelity in their marriage, right? They can sleep with many women and they just be smecks, right? However, they're not going to give all their love and their provision and all the other resources to those women, right? They usually give that to one woman, which is why they always go back to the wife, right?
So I'm talking
And
about
and it, and,
society ways.
and
Society way. That's how you view stuff,
listen,
bro.
I
That's
know,
fucked
but
up.
that's true
That's
though.
a messed up way of thinking, bro. That's not
I
the
know, but
truth.
that's true.
No, it's
That is
not.
the
That's
truth.
not the
Yes,
truth,
it
bro.
is. Then
I don't know
why
which
do they go
family you
back to the
looking at.
wife? They always go back to wife. They rarely pick the side chick. They always go back to the wife, right? They give their love and provision usually to one woman, even if they're sleeping around, right?
I don't know which woman you talking about or which world you living in, bro. I don't know. Cause ain't no woman out here gonna be messing with no married man and he ain't giving her nothing. That's crazy.
Thank you, Bolo. What side women cost. And some men get married so some women can go
What
50-50.
you talk
And
about
now
or where you
he
at?
got some
But it's
extra money
not
to
Yeah,
that.
but
throw on the side woman.
There's literally a phrase. Listen, wait, wait,
I'm
wait,
That's
wait,
usually
G,
how
wait,
the
G,
wife
wait,
find
G,
out
wait,
because her
wait.
money
saying
coming
go
out
back to
There,
the
short.
wife.
G, listen. There's literally a phrase. Cheating is a rich man's sport. What are you talking about?
I hate when y'all say y'all act like broke men don't cheat. They're the biggest cheaters
That's
of
not
all.
the thing. That's not. Oh God. He's still gonna. Okay, broke men cheat, but most likely he's cheating with a broke woman. So, but he's still going to be doing something. You know what? This wasn't even a part of the conversation.
Just to keep
But
confused.
this is
Huh?
these men are being raised. The household is messed up. You get what I'm saying? And because of
He's
that, no, I'm for
You do
real.
not have to have money to have a side chick. There's plenty of broke men out there with 4 and 5 baby mamas, right? They ain't worried about none. The D is just good. That's
But
the only
that's not
reason they're
what
around.
society. That's not what
The D
most
is just
society
good.
looks
That is the
like.
only
Listen,
reason
half of
they're
the
around.
time, them girls that you
The
talking
D
about, they ain't worried
is
about
too
nothing in
good.
life,
That
man.
is the only reason they're around.
Half of the time, half of those girls you talking about, they ain't worried about nothing in life. Because if they was trying to be getting somewhere.
I agree
So
with that.
they ain't gonna be with her for nothing. We with him for nothing. So those reasonable thing in your mind. And you know what I mean? That don't really make no sense. The wife of the house I find out say her money will come up short when a side chick come in at the play. Cause her money have to be short.
Hey, Bojo, he's talking from a life he's never lived. So there's a lot of men that come on TikTok arguing the rich man story, arguing a man with some sort of resources story, like always trying to tell us what these men do when it's not them. He doesn't understand. That's not his lane.
Yeah, but you have to, you know what I mean? You throwing some people in some boxes that you don't even know about.
Listen, the man almost usually goes back to the wife. That's all I'm saying. He's not going to give that same type of love for his wife to the side chick. Very rare.
We need to get back to the
Yeah,
real way
you're a
it's
very
supposed to be, bro.
insecure
Get your wife.
person.
If you don't
Hold up, hold up.
want to be married, don't marry.
No. Oh, hold up. It's a
Listen,
poll. Hold up, Boho. The question was, do you have sex on girl trips? 100% of women said no. The interesting thing is, I went on a girls trip to Jamaica, and one of the things that we kept talking about was how the men was trying to like, we were saying they got dick eyes. It was like all on us or whatever, but nobody nobody wanted to be with them like at all. Like it's crazy. But men go to other countries for some ex tourism.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's like but the whole point of the conversation was the fact that um he is saying that if a woman gets married, she can no longer go on girls trip. And it takes us back to the prompt. Why would a woman want to be in a relationship with a man? Hold up. Who don't even want them to go on a girls trip? You can't even go on girls trips no more. Cause he's so fucking insecure.
with
He's
a
so
bunch of
worried you gonna leave his ass. Now you can't even go on a fucking girls trip. You gotta
with
watch
single
the pictures. Shut up, G. I'm talking. You gotta look at the pictures on Instagram now. Cause you with this insecure ass nigga who's scared that you gonna cheat. That don't make no motherfucking sense. You got what is it called? Abandonment issue that you need to get fucking resolved. And now you want to control what that woman can and cannot do. And that's why women's answer is different from men. Because y'all all about like, I got one, let me capture her. Because y'all don't know anything outside of the relationship. There's no like your friendships are trash. You ain't doing nothing. You pumping iron in the fucking gym with other men. And you talking about texting. You don't know shit about those fucking men. That's the problem. Why the fuck would I want to deal with somebody who said I can't go on vacation no more with my fucking friends? And you just say this, oh, like that make complete sense. That's fucking crazy.
so so the
That's
only
because they would
she's
go
the
and
only
have.
married.
That's what. Hold on, G. Hold on. That's because they would go and cheat on their wives on the boys' trips, and that they that's why they put that projection. Most men, all they're doing is just projecting. That's it. They don't want their wives to go on a girls' trip because they know that if they went to a boys' trip, it's going to be to the Dominican Republic. It's going to be someplace where to the Philippines. It's going to be Thailand because that's what they're going there for, and that's what all of their homeboys are going there for. They understand the mission. The reason why women don't go to on a girls trip looking to have smacks on a girls trip is because we can get it at home. Nobody wants to go spend all of that money on a flight, all of that money getting their hair done, their nails done, their hair braided, because we need to get our hair braided when we go on vacation, getting our hair braided, our nails done, getting new vacation outfits, booking the Airbnb, booking the hotel, hair braided when we go on vacation, getting our hair braided, our nails done, getting new vacation outfits, booking the Airbnb, booking the hotel, booking the excursion, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go horseback riding. I want to go on a four-wheeler. I want to go swim with the dolphins. That's what women want to do. I want to go lay on the beach. I want to go have mai tais. I want to go dance. I want to go to the clubs. But that y'all are going there for prostitution. That's it. Plain and simple.
It's not that most men don't trust their wife, right? They don't trust their friends, their single friends.
No, you
That's
don't trust yourselves. That's the
uh,
thing. You don't trust your It's not that you don't trust your friends, and it's not that you don't trust your wife. You don't trust yourself. You know that if you were in her position, you would go try to find anything to pump and dump.
not true.
Yes, true. Anyways,
What's up, Layla?
Hello, thank you for being here. Hello, thank you for being here. How are y'all doing?
We good. Did you want to comment on the prompt?
I'm sorry?
What did you want to say?
I just saw here the text coupled, being single is the grass greener on the other side. And I think that it was never worth it to even be in a relationship or married, because the women, they are in such disadvantage, and it's all about control. No matter in which type of direction it goes, but it's always about control. This guy, he said that he does not trust women, but at the same time, they don't make a problem when it comes not trust videos that were going around of like the wives asking their husbands, whom do you trust more? If your child was in a forest, you trust a bear or a man, right? And everyone said they trust the bear. And it's like, okay, like they get the point, but they don't want to admit that men are actually the problem. And instead of projecting this problem into women, they should maybe demand accountability from men.
Yeah, because that's how we got where we was at. Because a lot of men say that, oh, of course, women want to be in relationships. Even though women are saying, there are a lot of women who are saying, now not all, there's a lot of women who are saying they don't want to be bothered with relationships. And then even though women are saying, there are a lot of women who are saying, now not all, there's a lot of women who are saying they don't want to be bothered with relationships. And then men are just arguing us down, oh, you want to be in a relationship because like they see the benefits of the relationship because the relationships were always for their benefit. So once
Yeah,
women realize that the relationship is not for relationships were always for their benefit. So once
yeah.
women realize that the relationship is not for her benefit and that the whole fucking relationship is for that man, you're like, I don't want no parts in it.
Yeah, I had yesterday, or 2 days ago, I don't know, I had a discussion with a guy, right? And he was saying that basically abuse is love. But then I reversed it. I was like, okay, but would you tolerate this abuse and call it love? And he was like, no, because men are built different and all these things, right? And then I started debating. And he was like, well, women like you, y'all don't know love. And I was like, yeah, because the other women are conditioned and women like me, we are not, and we don't tolerate anything from men. We are perceived as we don't know love, we don't have a heart and everything, right? Because they cannot benefit from women that are woke.
Next
That is
time a
the problem.
man tell you you don't know love, ask him to describe it.
Yeah, I asked, and I was like, what is exactly love for you? And he was mentioning abusive things. And I was like, that is not love, that is abuse. And then I
Now
asked him, would you?
whatever you do, don't give them the answer. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they describe self-sacrifice. Whenever they be like, oh, what does it mean for a woman to love a man? And they describe a slave, they describe a domestic servant, and they describe someone that's willing to self-sacrifice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Correct. They don't say anything about them as a person because they don't value themselves as a person. They not even looking for value in that way. That shit is wild. I wanted to say too, dang, Bojo, we was trying to tell him how to get off of mute. He ain't listen. But I was going to say too, when the conversation comes back to women's experience, a lot of men are talking to women who have experienced multiple relationships with men. So trying to tell us that no, you should still want to be in a relationship. It may work for someone who hasn't experienced it, but it's kind of hard when that person says, no, I've had, real life experience and I don't want it. And you're talking to people who haven't tried it. So it's just weird when we're like, no, it was cool. Some people are, never been married, but some people have been married already. And they're like, no, I don't ever want to go back to, or, never been married, but some people have been married already. And they're like, no, I don't ever want to go back to that. And this whole no, just give another person a try again. No, that lady that lived her life, that lady says it didn't work out for her. Just leave her alone, move on. Because there are some people who still want that. The crazy part is trying to convince the masses or convince every woman that's your role. That's what you should want. And we're like, no, don't try to discount my experience. That's what I went through, and I don't want to do it again. But they can't leave well enough alone. Bojo came back up. All right, I'm going to mute.
Yeah,
And if you tell them that that's been your experience, they're going to be like, you just picked a bad one.
I'm going to mute.
yeah,
And if you tell them that that's been your experience, they're going to be like, you just picked a bad one. You just need to pick better. And you're like, and if you're like, oh, well, I don't want to pick anymore. I'm okay. I don't want to keep sticking my hand in a jar full of glass and needles and hoping to come up with a piece of gold. I'm good. And you're like, well, you're just angry and bitter.
But the thing is that they say that we pick the wrong man, But when you ask them what is the perfect woman, they describe a slave, right? And then you are like, well, if you are telling me that I'm picking the wrong man, then you are the wrong man too. Just because you are romanticizing all the abuse doesn't mean that you are the right man. So most men think like you. So finally, it's not about a woman picking the wrong man. It's about most of y'all being wrong, and y'all want us women to be so asleep and to not realize that it's abuse, right? Y'all think that we should view y'all as the prize, like at least I have a man.
Who raising these men?
What?
Who's raising these men?
You tell us who raising the men.
Most of these men are being raised by female. Not to say that.
Hold on. Why you say female?
Because you find
Women.
most
No,
women,
no.
most
No, hold up.
most
Hold up,
household
sir. Hold up,
is the
Boho.
kids.
Hold
Hey,
up,
what's going on? How
Boho.
y'all doing?
Let me wait. Let me give you
Wait,
the
Damn.
is Boho from the U.S.? Bojo, are you from
yeah.
the U.S.?
Yes, I am.
Why do you call him Bozo?
Name
So I'm just gonna mute y'all because I know y'all fucking heard me talking. Yeah, they being raped. It's funny because it's women, it's not females, right? But I guess you want to talk about the men, the absent fathers, the uninvolved fathers, the abusive fathers. But go ahead. I just want to make sure they got an honorable mention. Go ahead and finish, Bozo.
What's going on, Tara?
Hold on.
so originally, I told you that it was a systematic thing, right? But back to this point right here. So most of the young men coming up today are being raised by women.
That's not true.
And think about it before you say it's not true.
No, but I don't have to think about it because men say that all the time.
Even when there's a male there's a female there that is responsible for the child, and even
So in that
more
case,
in the child's life than the male.
everybody is just raised by a woman. Then
No, I'm just saying. Usually, most people have a woman in their life, a mother, or auntie. Not to say that
Yeah, and
they're not
most
rare.
people,
Not
they
to say they're
also
not.
have a man in the household, and the man, he's not raising the kids. So it's
Most
not a good
household does
argument.
not have a man. Most household does not have a man in it.
that's
All
not
right,
true.
go ahead. Let him make the point, y'all. Make the fucking point.
The point.
No, let him make the point, dude.
Go ahead, Anunnaki. What you saying?
No. Make the fucking point.
No, the point that I'm making is we are not raising our society like we should. We're not instilling the things that we're supposed to be instilling in the children so that they can become good adults, so they can behave better.
So who's not doing it? Who's not doing it?
The parents and society on a whole.
No. Don't say most are raised by women and then want to say the parents. No. Who's not doing it?
Listen. All right, let's keep it factual. Let's go to facts, right?
Who's not doing it?
Let's go to facts, right?
No. Simple question. Who is not doing it?
Okay, who is not doing it? I would say the parents.
So now you want to say parents.
You see,
But you
no,
said
you
that
did say
women
that.
are
Wait.
raising
no,
kids.
let's go down
No,
to
wait.
who are
You
the
relax.
parents. Let's go
Calm
down to
down.
who are the parents.
Wait. Y'all
Yes.
then get up on these panels and y'all start pulling your cocks out and pumping up your chest. Y'all gotta relax. Tone it down.
I'm not
It's
pumping
Friday.
up. I'm
It's
keeping it
Friday,
factual.
y'all. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, right? You said that the problem is most of these men are being raised by women. And then when she asks you, well, who's not raising the kids? You said the parents. If most women are raising children, are these men that we're talking about, wouldn't that mean that most of the fathers are not raising these men and not raising their children?
So I'm gonna agree with you guys on some points because you
These are
do
your
have some points.
No, but
No,
these
no,
are your
no. I'm
points.
saying no. Listen, what I'm saying to you. Look, and those points that you just point out are valid points. But listen to what I'm saying to you again. If the father does not know how to be a man, right?
Ooh, shut the fuck up. No, nigga, you about to say the same stupid shit. All
No,
right,
it's not.
go ahead.
Listen, okay.
No, go ahead.
Listen again.
No,
Listen again.
You
Listen
sit
again.
I have been
Hold
raised
hold
in
up. I'm
Switzerland.
trying to get everybody in the conversation. Go ahead, sir.
How do we talking about this when it's about couple like versus single? Like,
What you want to say about the problem?
okay, well, couple versus being single, is the grass green on the other side? It all depends. It depends on how your relationship going. Like, if you in a relationship and you unhappy, maybe being single and dating and exploring your options the grass can be green on the other side. If like you're not happy with the partner you with, and being single, is the grass green on the other side? It all depends, like how your relationship going. Like, if you happy, like stay in that happy relationship. Don't be trying to like see if somebody else grass greener. Like, water your own grass, cut your own grass, like take care of your own grass. Don't be worried about other people's grass, like especially if it's good. You know what I'm saying? But if if it's bad, maybe it could be the grass could be green on the other side. You know, you just gotta explore your options and find who's right for you and who's not.
All right, okay.
But both of your options were relationship on either side of your fence. It was a bad relationship on one side and a good relationship on the other side of the fence. We're
Well,
saying one is coupled and one is single, not
okay.
single, look for somebody else and then find a better partner. We're saying that people actually like being single or
Yeah.
being coupled up. That's the verses. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that verification. Yeah, I think being single.
I was asking to the
Because
guy. He said
Single.
I was asking to
because
the guy. He
hold on,
says that
hold up. You think
Well,
single because
no, I feel like no. Let me being single. No, that's lonely, and you ain't got no partner by your side. I take that back. No, having a partner is better. Like,
all right, we got it. We got
you
it.
got
These men get up here every single time. When Tara first got up here, one of the questions that she asked G was, why is it that men and women answer this question so differently? And it is so weird. And it just proves that men are incapable of being alone. They are incapable of being alone. They have to have they have to be in a relationship to feel whole. And that goes to show you that a lot of these men they don't have like self-love. They don't have self-worth. They don't have self-value. They don't value who they are as a human being. And also too, they don't like themselves. A lot of women I haven't seen a woman that got up on this panel and said that, oh, they wouldn't mind being single. Being single is peaceful. Like, because you have to have you have to have a large amount of self-love and self-value to spend so much time with yourself. You have to be able to be alone with your thoughts and appreciate who you are and appreciate your own company. And this is how I know that most men are crappy and trashy, because you don't even like yourself to be alone with yourself. You can't even be alone you can't even be by yourself.
where is this coming from? Like, who said
That's
I
what I'm
was?
trying to figure out. Where's that coming from? Because everybody has to be with themselves first
no, you
before they
just
can
said it.
be
You
with nobody
said if
else.
you were single, you'll be alone and lonely, sir.
Yeah, lonely, not
Oh,
miserable.
no. You didn't think, oh, you would have family members, you would have friends, you would have hobbies. You didn't think none of that. You like, damn, I'll be alone.
That's different. That's different between a partner. My mother different
Some
from my
people
dad.
are in relationships and are lonely in relationships, sir.
That because he's not being met by their partner. That's all. Go get someone that meets your needs.
Someone, can that someone be you? Could it be you? Like, could you be the person who meets your own needs?
yeah, I feel like you have to be healed first. You gotta love yourself.
And
Yeah,
that's
you're
why
not healed though.
that's why I said most of these males are not healed. They are broken. There's something wrong with them. G said that he
Based on
even
males.
hold on. Even G said that he thinks that most men are not good people. Like there is something seriously wrong with you as a human being if you are incapable of being able to be with yourself, but you want to inflict that pain and drama. And when I say you, I'm not talking about anybody individual, so it don't have to be like, who, me, I'm not me, da, da. You can't even be alone with yourself, so you have to grab, trick, bamboozle, run amok, led astray all of these women and trap them in the home with you so you don't have to be alone with yourself. And this is why when y'all get up here and say, well, I don't think that women are really happy when they're alone, that's because you don't like yourself. You can't imagine a woman liking herself so much that she could be alone with herself because even you don't like yourself.
I mean,
I have a question to the guy, this Bojo. Like he said that most women they are raising these kids alone. But what I wanted to say is like I grew up in Switzerland in a small like he said that most women they are raising these kids alone. But what I wanted to say is like I grew up in Switzerland in a small village. And I would say 80% of the women they had husbands, right? And still, most of the times, the oldest daughters, they were parentified to take care of the kids that the husbands did not take care of. So there was nothing like super wow or like amazing by having a man at home because the men, most of the times, they do not raise their kids. If they are around or not, it doesn't matter.
Well, I can tell you based upon my experience. You give me your experience, and I can't fight you on your experience. But I can tell you based upon my experience in my society. I don't know where you or how your society was functioning, but in my society where I grew up, I was fortunate enough to have a mother and a father, and my mother and father was married before I was born, and raised by them. I had friends that didn't have father, didn't even know their father, only had mothers. Some of them didn't even have mothers. They people had to adopt
So
them.
then why you
That
still
was not
fucked
the
up?
topic.
So
That
hold
was
up,
not the
hold
topic.
up, hold up,
I'm just
hold
trying to say
up. So hold
something.
up. Why you still
You know,
fucked up then?
ooh, I'm not fucked up.
No. You definitely fucked up. Why you still
No,
fucked up then?
I'm not fucked up, baby
No.
love.
I'm telling you, you are not the exceptional man. You still fucked up. So why are
You
you
just
fucked up?
listen.
why you
I
fucked
am
up?
not fucked up. I have my wife upstairs and my kids are
You're
right here.
fucked up. No,
Why
you're
am I
fucked
fucked up?
Why
up.
you fucked up?
Why am I fucked up? Let me go.
Why you
Let's
fucked
go
up?
ask my wife if I'm fucked up. Give me 1 second.
Having a
No,
wife doesn't mean that you are a good man.
No, but I
no,
want to
you're
know.
white. No,
Let me go.
Why you
Let's
fucked
go
up?
ask my wife if I'm fucked up. Give me 1 second.
Having a
no,
wife doesn't mean that you are a good man.
No, but I
no,
want to
you're
know.
white.
I
No,
want.
your wife
I
gonna
want you to tell
agree.
me why I'm fucked up.
Hold up. I'm gonna tell you what's happening. Your wife is gonna agree with you because she don't want to hear your fucking mouth all night. She gonna co-sign everything you fucking say because she don't want to hear your fucking mouth all fucking night because she know you're gonna be bitching and complaining and getting on her motherfucking nerves. So of course, if you put your wife on the phone, she gonna agree. But sir, I'm telling you, collectively, we see that you fucked up. You said some stupid shit earlier. You're a dummy. You're a dummy. How did having a father not save you from being a fucking dummy?
We can't.
Yeah, you should spend time with
We
your
don't.
wife instead of discussing with
We don't
women.
live like. We don't live like that. We don't live like that. That's not the kind of household that I have. I don't live like that.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Hold on. Wait.
definitely not fucked up.
I just want to say something. So you spend a lot of time with your kids?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you not with them right now?
Kimani, what do you mean why I'm not with him right now? They're here
Yep,
with
it's
me.
the end of the week is a fucking Friday. You in here saying stupid shit.
Listen,
This is a family man with a wife and kids, and you guys are just
you
hating.
don't know
There you
me.
go,
And if you
co-signing.
go on my profile, you
I
can see
ain't
me with my
co-signing.
kids
This
in
is
my
a man with a
backyard
wife and
playing.
And you
So I
ain't
don't
got
know
no
why
wife or no kids, so shut up.
you don't know
you
what
talking
I got
about
because I
me.
don't talk about my personal life on here, baby mama. I'm coming
No,
for you,
but
Okay,
baby
I was
baby.
mama.
trying to say
Okay,
you're
lonely
judging
loser.
me and you
Oh,
don't.
yep, and I'll be a baby mama, but I have something that you don't have. Children.
It's
You don't
crazy.
even have a
No, no,
child.
no, no,
You couldn't even find a woman that's willing to carry your
I don't.
seed.
Hey,
You
hey,
couldn't
hey!
even find a woman willing to
I'd
carry
rather
your
not have a
seed,
child and be a baby
your
daddy.
fertilizer.
Listen,
But you
if we
couldn't
have
even
a
find a
child
woman to
means I'm a
carry your
baby daddy. I'd rather not have
fertilizer.
kids at all.
And you couldn't even find a woman to
Listen, baby
carry
mother.
your
Let me just
fertilizer.
say this, baby mother.
No,
I
let
would
me
rather
just say
have
this.
kids and
Let me
live.
just say this. You couldn't even find a woman to carry your fertilizer. You don't
Uh,
have you don't have you
to
let me
live.
just say this. You couldn't even find a woman to carry your fertilizer. You don't have you
All
sit
men
up
are not
here
the
and
same
brag
though.
about how
You,
you text.
Y'all
Hold
put
on, wait,
all
let me
men in one
finish.
basket.
You're sitting here
crash out.
texting about talking about how you text your friends. You don't have friends, you don't have kids, you don't have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend, you have nothing. You have nobody. You're a fucking loser.
You
Okay.
fucking lonely.
Let me just
You
say this.
lonely.
Let me just say this, baby mama. Right. I'm not even on TikTok that much. Right.
Yes, you are. You here every
You
day.
are.
Let me just say that. Let me just say, a lot of your women, a lot of you women
DJ.
on here, your only
Not
community is long.
lying.
Yes, you are. You here every
You
day.
are.
Let me just say that. Let me just say, a lot of your women, a lot of you women
DJ.
on here, your only
Not
community is on
lying.
only
Not
community is
lying.
online and on
Where your
TikTok,
friends
right?
at? G,
Y'all
where your friends at? G, tell us where your friends at.
listen. Y'all
Stop
coming for this man.
lying.
Listen, y'all coming for this. Okay, I don't have friends. I don't have nothing. Okay. Anyway, y'all coming for this man with a wife and kids, appear to be happy, and you're just hating. Now, baby mama beneath me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do not listen. Do not project your unhappiness on us married men or any married man
Us
on
married
this
Us,
men.
beautiful
married
woman.
men.
Okay,
Us.
you got you you you
Yo,
you
the
guys are
lies,
projecting.
yo, the
Listen,
lies is
listen,
out of
Not you
control.
living through this, man. That's
Lies, what?
crazy.
listen, listen,
Bro, stop
listen,
talking,
listen,
G. Your lies be getting out of
listen,
control.
listen,
We be
listen,
getting tired of the lies, man.
listen,
Shut
And
up.
this
listen,
is what, let me tell you,
listen,
I wanted to say this.
listen.
No, shut the fuck up. This is what I wanted to say. This is
Trigger
why
because I
these
called her
men
baby
are
mama.
so fucking weird because they will sit up here and try to shame you for being a mother. A mother. You're trying to shame me for
I
being, so
know, but
wait a
how
minute,
are you
wait.
shaming
No,
a
shut the
married
fuck up.
man?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the
I'm
fuck
not
up.
trying
Shut
to
the
shame
fuck
you.
up.
I'm not trying to
You're
shame
How are
you,
trying
you
okay?
shaming a married
I'm not
hold
man?
trying to shame
on,
you.
hold on.
I have respect for women, so much love for women. I
Okay,
respect
Bojo,
This
this
ain't
not
women
your
nobody
time.
so
asked you.
Yeah,
much.
Shut
as
up.
long as they do whatever men want, then you respect them, if you even respect them. Because by abusing women with the misogynistic mindset doesn't mean that you are, sweetie, yes, babe, yes, yes, yes. That's the type of women that y'all want. And that's why y'all are here in the live stream discussing with women about basically misogyny.
I
Yeah,
don't have
but
a yes
what,
for you. I don't have a
what
yes
Listen,
for you.
East is
listen.
saying, but East is
I don't
saying
have
that
a yes
people
for
are
you.
mothers, but East is saying that people are mothers, and
Some of you
everybody on
need.
this panel had a mother. And what I'm saying is, I don't know if you know, but your mother would be ashamed of you that you are trying to use motherhood as an insult. That's how the fuck you got here, because somebody
Listen,
Who
laid
but
is trying
down
to
but
use
and
she's
motherhood
cussed you the
as
abusing
fuck
a
an
out,
married.
and
nobody
she
here is
gonna
trying to
tell
use
you,
motherhood
but
as an
now.
insult.
That is so weird. That
But that's
is
what I'm saying. They hate mothers. How you hate mothers and hate women, and that's how you got here. That's what we're talking about. And if y'all think because a boy is raised in a house with a single mother that we instill in him to hate us, we instill in him to hate women and hate mothers, it don't make sense. It's not us. Y'all need to understand where this mindset is coming from. It's from the lack of they mad because they didn't have a man. They had bad examples. You need to understand where this mindset is coming from. It's from the lack of they mad because they didn't have a man. They had bad examples around men, and then they get out and society teaches them to hate men. A woman is not going to raise her child from the time she pushed him out. I want you to know you need to hate your mother. I want you to know that ain't shit. She's not talking to her child like that. It doesn't come from the mother. Stop putting it on us when that's how the fuck you got here. I know your mother, if they alive, would be ready to smack you upside your head for talking down about some woman who gave birth when that's what
Darkhawk,
she
you
did for fucking
misunderstood
you.
what I was
Y'all
saying.
stuff
That's
is
not what I was
y'all
saying.
crazy.
I
Come
was
on
The
not
now.
weird
saying
thing
I was
is that
not
hold on, wait,
disrespecting
hold
your
on,
mother.
Bojo,
You're
Bojo, it's
misunderstanding what I
okay,
was
it's
saying.
okay. Let me say this. The weird thing is that y'all get up here and say, "Baby mother, baby mother." I'm a mother. I love my child. Y'all think that having a child is a bad thing. The miserable thing is the man. Yes, I'm a baby mother. I was a baby. I had a baby. I was his, I am his, is the man. Yes. I'm a baby mother. I was a baby. I had a baby. I am his mother. I will still be his mother. I'm always going to be a mother. I love being a mother. But that's
I
what's so
love
weird.
you. I
Hold on,
love you for
Bojo.
that.
But stop interrupting me, please. The weird shit is that you are trying to say that it's a bad thing because I don't have a man. And I'm sitting here on the panel saying, I don't want the fucking man. It comes with too many problems. So you're looking at it as either mad because I don't have a man because I choose not to. And also, you would never, ever, ever have a chance. You would never even have a chance. Nobody has even made you a father. You're
They are even mad at women that don't have kids. They just don't like women.
Exactly. That's the weird part. Also, too, they don't like children. This is how I know when men get up on this panel and say, "Oh, you are just a miserable single mother." This is how I know you don't like children because you're trying to say that having the child makes you miserable. That's fucking weird. That's how I know that these men are not involved in their child's life. They're like, oh, well, you need a man in the house. Blah, blah, blah. You're not involved in these children's
He
life
was saying that
because
like I
you.
said,
Oh,
we're trying
okay. Go ahead,
to.
Bojo. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just trying to. I didn't hear who was saying that earlier. That makes them miserable. I didn't get that. I didn't hear who was saying that. That's how I was.
You can go. Not you interrupting and say nothing. That's crazy.
It is so weird. And this is why they sit up here and they will try to shame you for being a quote unquote baby mother. You can't shame me for two things that I enjoy. I like to be single and I like to being a mother because I like my child. So when y'all get up here and don't you know that you don't shame fathers because you don't like you know that they're not there. Y'all don't like fucking children. I like my kid. My kid is fucking awesome. But you're mad because
Yeah.
your mother didn't like you. And I'm sorry
But
for
one,
that, G. I'm sorry your mama didn't like you. I'm sorry your mama didn't want to be around you. But I like being around mine. He's fucking awesome. I just don't want the fucking male in the house. That's the part that I don't want.
Can I just say
someone,
this?
someone here said, then choose better men, ladies. The women
Hold
that
on,
are
real
not
quick.
choosing men,
Hold up. We're not choosing none of them. Cause I got in my live because I'm actually about to go spend some time with my child, and I'm happy and excited about it. So I'm gonna end this. Um, come back later if you want to have a conversation. But I'm out here now. Thank y'all for the support and all that good shit. G, you still a bitch. Bye y'all.
Bye.
bye, thank you.